Hi everyone, it's Fiona here from Body Positive Australia. So today what I wanted to talk a little bit about was mindful eating. Look, it's probably the number one thing people ask me about is, how can I do a bit more mindful eating? How can I integrate it into my life? Um, and look, unless you've been living on Mars for the past couple of years, what you'll notice is that we're being a little bit saturated in mindfulness at the moment, which is absolutely fantastic when used true to the philosophy, I guess. So, where mindful eating sits is within the mindfulness philosophies. So, essentially, it's the application of mindfulness to the process of eating and to our interactions with food. What I love most about mindful eating is it's not just about your direct experience of eating, although that is probably one of the more important parts of it, but it can also be extended to any part of interactions with food. So, for example, things like tending to your veggie patch or preparing your meal. Doing that mindfully is a wonderful first step into mindful eating, especially if you're finding the process of eating stressful, or you're very, very busy, or dinner table is a bit crazy, you've got kids around, or even sometimes being alone at the dinner table can be quite difficult for people. So I get that. So wherever you can start with mindful eating, if you can find opportunities to practice your mindfulness, which is essentially trying to be in the present moment non-judgmentally. So being aware of that critical voice that can creep in and tell us good, bad, right, wrong, tell us how we're doing it, how we could be doing it better. So if we can just leave that to the side a little, just so we can have the experience as just the experience, then that is really one of the first steps of mindfulness. So again, you can apply this to any aspect of your interactions with food. It doesn't just have to be your experience of eating. So, just a second part of what I wanted to mention is what mindful eating isn't. Now, what I'm noticing again is that mindful eating has crept a little bit into diet sphere. And for those of you who know me, will know that, diets can come in all kinds of different disguises. It can look like clean eating, it can look like a calorie controlled nutrition plan, it can come in all kinds of different shapes and forms. And what I usually say is, walks like a duck, it sounds like a duck, it probably is a duck. In other words, if it's telling you what, when, and how to eat, it's probably a diet. And definitely if it has a weight loss component to it. So, what I'm noticing is that mindful eating is creeping into these diets as part of the, alongside, for example, the nutrition plan. And what I'm not saying is, oh, abandon mindful eating. What I'm saying is, it's still a diet. And again, those of you who know me will say, if it's a diet, get the hell out of Dodge. Get the hell out of there. That doesn't work. It doesn't work for anybody. Well, very few people really. Um, so just making sure that mindful eating doesn't turn into a diet by applying rules to, you're doing it right, you're doing it wrong. The best thing about mindful eating is there is no right and wrong. You kind of can't do it wrong as long as you're giving it a go. And if you do notice that some rules are creeping into your mindful eating, for example, oh my God, I ate when I wasn't hungry and I stuffed it up. It's okay. Mindfulness invites you to just be curious about that, and then to add some compassion and kindness, and then move on. Try again. It's okay to keep trying. So I hope you found some of those tips helpful, and I look forward to maybe running through some mindful eating exercises with you another time. Thank you.